Hey guys, welcome back to our Bulldogs Dynasty in NCAA Football 2003. Today, the Mississippi State Bulldogs host the Alabama Crimson Tide, who are on a 3-game losing streak. They're 3-5 on the season. Bulldogs, of course, ranked number 2. Let's take a look at the awards. Adrian McPherson is number 1 on the Heisman voting right now. He's quarterback for Florida State. Jaja Riley, senior halfback for UNLV, is in second. He's got 15 rushing touchdowns and 1,500 yards rushing. 150 receiving yards, 3 touchdowns. Some punt return yards and some kick return yards to help out his stats. Ryan Miller, sophomore halfback from Miami, 1,300 yards, 13 touchdowns. 144 yards receiving with a touchdown. Eddie Adams, sophomore wide receiver for the Thundering Herd of Marshall, has 983 yards and 10 touchdowns. And that's just insane. No kick return or punt return stats, though. Chris Murray, redshirt senior wide receiver from NC State, almost has 1,000 yards receiving with 11 touchdowns. Only 1 drop. Offensive MVP, pretty much the same players until we get to Rodney Stewart. And then Corbin Guthrie, halfback out of UCLA. Best quarterback, Adrian McPherson. Wilder, McNeil, Copeland, and Powell out of Miami. Couple familiar names here until we get to number 5. Morris Virgil, redshirt senior halfback out of Illinois. On to the best wide receiver. A couple guys running for the Heisman. Roman Jones, true freshman for BYU, is 3rd for the Biletnikoff Award. Best offensive lineman, we won't see any of our guys there. A couple guys from small schools, UNLV, Rice, and Navy. A couple true freshmen on that list. We see another true freshman here on the defensive MVP list, and that is Ron Lee, freshman middle linebacker for the Navy Midshipmen. So that's not something you see every day. Best defensive lineman, Miami, Florida State, Hawaii, UCF, Mid-Tennessee State. The state of Florida just owns the best D lineman award list. Best linebacker, Navy, Miami, Memphis, Florida State, North Texas. True freshman is winning that race right now. Ron Lee from Navy. Best DB. And we do not see George Tyler on here. He doesn't have as many picks as he did last season, nor does Donnie Kramer. A lot of Miami players on here, though. Steven Gostkowski, 2nd place for the Lou Groza Award, best kicker in the nation. And on to the Coach of the Year Award. We are not on it, even though we have won 16 straight games heading into our game against the Crimson Tide. A couple small school coaches again, Memphis and UTEP. Take a look at the game results this week. Nebraska beats Kansas. Oklahoma State upsets Texas. And number 1 Oklahoma goes down to Texas A&M 34-17. So we will move up to number 1 with a victory here today. Notre Dame struggling this season. They're 5-6, barely beating SMU. Florida State beats Georgia Tech in overtime 27-24. And Maryland beats NC State 53-51. Over 100 points scored in that game. Wow. Virginia Tech beats number 8 Syracuse. Va-Tech now 8-1 on the year. TCU loses to Tulane. And Green Wave pulling off the upset. Southern Miss wins. UCF wins. And so does Marshall. Oregon destroying Cal 41-6. Washington shutting out Arizona 17-0. They advance to 9-0. Arizona drops to 0-9. South Carolina beats Arkansas. Florida beats Vanderbilt, who drops to 0-10. Unreal. Boise State beats Rice. Fresno State beats Tulsa. UTEP beats Nevada. And let's get right into our game as Colorado beats Missouri. Todd Joseph under center. He's going to option up and keep it himself. He'll pick up 8 yards right up the gut. 2nd and 2. They'll stick with the ground game. Tim Lewis, the GOAT, getting a carry up to the 47-yard line. Might see a little bit more of him as the season goes on. Give Bryson Davis and Tremaine Young a rest. And they'll give it off to Davis. Nice spin move. Linebacker looking for his jock strap back there at the midfield. Another good run for this Bulldog offense. That's what they've been doing the most this season. The passing game is just not there. And here's another nice run up the gut for Bryson Davis, who has 2 carries for 16 yards today. High formation. They're going to throw it here. Joseph being very patient, rolling left, throwing left, and somehow finds Orlando Webb at the 20-yard line. Bulldogs now in the red zone on their first drive. Option to the left side. Joseph's going to keep it himself and pick up the first down inside the 10. But there's a holding call on Vong. So that'll drop us back. It is now 2nd and 17. Bryson Davis up the gut. Gets to about the 18-yard line. And he picked up about 9 on the run. Joseph keeps it himself here. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another. And is taken down just shy of the first down. Maybe a yard to go. But that will send on Mike Randall for the field goal attempt. 19-mile-an-hour winds up to 21, and the kick just barely squeaks in there. Nice 10-play, 55-yard drive, but it did end in a field goal. And Neil Nelson comes up and gets the sack. That's his 5th on the season. Just blitzed right off the left edge there. Bulldogs 2nd in the nation for yards allowed, 233 per game. I wonder who's number 1 because that's an insane stat. As Aguirre makes a nice catch on the right. 3rd and 3 for the Tide. Hudson, the backup halfback, does not get the first down. Their starting running back, Marquise Dupree, is actually injured for the remainder of the season as Bryson Davis finds an opening to the 20, 15, and out of bounds. Another big-time run for Bryson Davis, the senior halfback. We're definitely going to miss him next season. Option from Joseph. Keeps it himself. He'll pick up 7 or 8 yards up the middle. He's got 23 yards on the ground. And the Bulldogs punch it in the end zone here as Tremaine Young gets up to the 1-yard line. Very close to the end zone. First and goal. Bryson Davis breaks the tackle. And he fights into the end zone for the MSU touchdown. It is now 10-0. As the Tide look to get on the board. Fleming throws right side. Nice catch by Randall for the first down pickup at the 32-yard line. 22 seconds to go in the first. Here is Hudson. Left side, he'll pick up maybe 4 yards. And they're at -1 yards rushing so far in the game. Now in the second quarter, Hudson will lose 2 yards. So they now have -3 yards rushing for the day. 3rd and 6. Fleming going to go to the air, throws it up deep, and he's got Randall past the 30, the 20, all the way down inside the 10-yard line, breaking tackles. What a run after the catch as Fleming gets his 3rd consecutive completion. 3rd and 7, Fleming to the air, to the end zone, almost picked off. And I believe that is Donnie Kramer coming up with the play. Tide will send on their field goal unit. The kick is up, and it is good. They're now on the board after an 8-play, 72-yard drive. It is 10-3. Bryson Davis cutting to the outside, jukes back in, picks up maybe 10 yards, close to the first down. He's averaging 10.3 yards per carry. 3rd and 3, Joseph going to go through the air, and he is picked off by Clark. Unbelievable interception by the defensive lineman. Probably his first career interception. 2nd and 10 for Alabama going right side. Nice catch on the sideline by Hyde. Just inches shy of the first down. And they have yet to throw it to any other side of the field other than the right side as their big fullback picks up the first down and they get back over the positive mark for rushing. Fleming to the right again. Hyde up to the 18-yard line. And there it is, 94 yards to the right. And they have yet to go to the left or the middle of the field through the air. 4th and 5. The kick is up, and he pushes it in there. It was close to hitting the crossbar. It is now 10-6 with the Bulldogs back on offense. Here's Bryson Davis finding an opening, trucks through a defender. What a truck, my goodness. First down, 2nd down now, 2nd and 10. Davis gets another carry. He'll pick up 5 or 6 more yards right up the gut. Following that big fullback. Triple option from Joseph, pitches it out. Here's Davis on 3rd down, spins and cannot get there. Bulldogs have to punt it away. Fleming looking to go through the air. He's been doing pretty good so far, and he finds a big fullback up to the 37-yard line for another Alabama Crimson Tide first down. Nice catch by the fullback. Ben Sutton on the coverage. 1st and 10 over the middle. Here's Tillman. He'll pick up 8 yards in the middle. And that is his 3rd consecutive completion for Fleming. 2nd and 2. Again hitting Faber at the 45-yard line of MSU. Another first down as they have less than a minute to go in the first half. They throw it again. Hyde wide open over the middle at the 28-yard line. 53 seconds to go. Fleming rolling out way to the left side. And he'll find Faber once again at the 14-yard line. Finally distributing the ball across the field instead of targeting just the right side. And they're going to go no huddle here. Fleming is the backup quarterback for Alabama. Their starter is out for the season, and that pass is deflected away. So they have a backup halfback and a backup quarterback, and he delivers a strike there to Faber for 6. And the Crimson Tide now take the lead 13-10. The Bulldogs have 30 seconds to do something. Bryson Davis picks up the first down up to the 38-yard line. He's got almost 100 yards rushing in the first half. That will end the first half, though, 13-10. Crimson Tide on top of the number 2 Mississippi State Bulldogs, who have 1 turnover today. But they are stuffing Alabama's run game. They only have 3 yards rushing. A lot of passing, though. Need to tighten that up if they want to win the game. Here is Roman Harper breaking a tackle up past the 25 to the 29-yard line. And that was a pretty decent return for the Tide. That was Jeremy Tate who missed the tackle attempt, our kick return man. Fleming going through the air already. Aguirre, and he'll pick up 7 yards. Joseph only 1 of 4 for 17 yards today. Definitely losing the quarterback battle as Randall gets the first down catch on a comeback route. Wide open. And Alabama's almost got 200 passing yards. First down, Fleming going left side. Hudson's got it, and he'll pick up 8 more yards. Little dink and dunk right now. And it's working for him. 3rd and inches. Fleming left side, wide open is Wallace, the 2nd string tight end. And he does pick up the first down, and now Fleming has 6 consecutive completions, just finding everybody open. 2nd and 10, deflected away by McCray, and he lays out Fleming just to add a little extra insult to injury. 3rd and 10, Fleming dropping back, throwing deep, and that is almost picked off. He overthrew his intended target. So the Tide will have to punt the ball away after a promising start to that drive. And here is Harding up the gut. Fullback picking up 8 yards. 2nd down, Joseph scrambling left, throwing left, and Tremaine Young makes the catch in double coverage. Just out-jumped the defenders. 4 receptions on the season for 58 yards and 2 touchdowns for Tremaine. And here's Joseph rolling right, throwing right. John Pena at the 46, and he'll get it all the way up to the 31-yard line. Nice run after the catch for the big tight end. 3rd and 13. Joseph scrambling left side, and he throws deep, wide open as Webb, and he's in the end zone, but they don't give him the touchdown. It definitely looked like a touchdown to me. Let's take a look at the replay, and you guys can be the judge on that one. Let me know in the comment section below if you think that is a touchdown for Orlando Webb. I think so. 1st and goal. Joseph pitches it out to Davis, who finds the crease and gets into the end zone for the touchdown. MSU back on top, 17-13 here in Starkville, Mississippi. Fleming, quarterback draw right up the middle, and goes to the outside. He'll pick up maybe 5 or 6 yards. Bama only has 8 rushing yards today. 3rd down, 3rd and 1, right side, one-handed catch by Faber. But did he get the first down? No, he did not. Bama will have to punt the ball away. Flowers on for the kick. Tate back at his 40-yard line. And he'll return it to the right side past midfield, past the 40, and spinning out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Great return, almost picking up 30 yards. Joseph hands off to Davis on a wide back sweep. He'll pick up 6 yards. 850 rushing yards on the season. Here's Joseph finding Brandon Jensen. Back up tight end for the first down inside the red zone to the 18-yard line. 2nd and 8. Joseph takes off up the middle, and he fumbles the ball away. And I swear Todd Joseph tries to give the game away sometimes. Luckily, Harding was there to back him up. 3rd and 6. Bryson Davis up the gut, finds an opening, and the first down up to the 5-yard line. He's got 115 yards on 15 attempts. 3rd and goal. Joseph, quarterback sneak, and he gets in the end zone for the touchdown. Now 24-13. Bama needs a touchdown here as Ray picks up the first down at the 22-yard line. Michael Gillard not happy with himself after letting that 3rd down conversion happen right in front of his eyes. And Hudson recovers a fumble. It won't count as a fumble, but it bounced off his face mask, and he somehow kept his eyes on it. And they've only got 26 yards rushing today. That was their best one of the game, as Fleming throws off his back foot, and he finds Faber up to the 31-yard line for another Crimson Tide first down. 3rd and 14, 3.5 minutes to go. Wide open is Dotson inside the 10-yard line. George Tyler finally tracked him down at the 8-yard line. They're going to go no huddle here. Fleming looking for his 4th career touchdown pass. Will he get it on this play? Man in motion to the right side. Fleming's going to throw it to the right. Aguirre with the catch, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal. The big fullback will walk into the end zone for the touchdown. They're going to go for 2. Fleming is crushed, and he does not get it. It was still a nice drive. 12 plays, 88 yards, and a touchdown. 3rd and 7 for the Bulldogs. They need a couple first downs here to end this game. Joseph's going to throw it back to the left. Jose Jefferson makes a catch at the 36-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Tide only having a couple timeouts left. Bryson Davis on 2nd and 7. Jukes a man out. He's got the first down. Stays in bounds at midfield, and that will do it. The Tide cannot get a stop on defense, and the Bulldogs stay 9-0 now. They are still undefeated. 24-19 is the final score here in Starkville, Mississippi. And it is now 17 victories in a row for Ralph Kress as the head coach. But next week is going to be a tough matchup as we travel to Knoxville, Tennessee to take on the number 8 ranked Tennessee Volunteers. Well, let's take a look at the stats first. Both teams had 300-plus yards of offense. But the Bulldogs, they need to get something going here on offense. Some more electric plays if they want to stick with the big boys. We haven't really been tested this season against a great team. We finally got over the Auburn hump, but they're in a down year right now. They lost Jason Campbell, Ronnie Brown, Cadillac Williams. So we haven't really faced a star-studded team. And, I mean, we're 9-0. So there's nothing wrong with being undefeated, but it's the way that we're winning right now. I just think it might end up catching up to us. I hope I'm wrong, but we need some more explosiveness on the offensive side of the ball, because we are ranked in the bottom 30 of the country for offensive production, and that's just not going to cut it against other top 10 schools. So see, Neil Nelson got his 5th sack on the season. Reno and Nelson also had deflections. Mike Randall 1 of 1 on the game, 29-yarder. Brian Martin only 1 punt, 24 yards, but it was inside the 20. And we are number 1 now as Oklahoma lost to Texas A&M. We travel to Knoxville, Tennessee to take on the number 8 ranked Tennessee Volunteers, who are 7-1. This is not the game of the week somehow. I'm not sure how, but it's nationally televised. I'll see you guys with that one next Saturday. Monday, I will see you with some more Houston Texans franchise as we take on the Pittsburgh Steelers and Jerome Bettis, who has been carving us up in that franchise. If you have not watched any of those videos, you're missing out. Go check them out. But I'll see you guys in the comments section below. Take it easy, guys. Have a great weekend.